Let's go make a friggin' caviar baked potato. Dressed for the occasion. Say hello to my little friend. This is a brand called Sea Salt Crystals, and they have flakes. So now I'm this person. And we butter. We gotta butter the potato, mush it around. Every morsel of the inside has to be mushed. We could stop here, but we damn well are not going to. We need some creme fraiche, some sour cream, cream cheese. You do you, boo. We could stop here, but we ain't going to. Kaluga hybrid. Yumshkis. I want to lick every single pearl. Now, nobody gets left behind. I'll dig everyone out. This is good. Whole eggs, and they're doboon. This is my backup. Salmon roe, aka ikura, in a sushi restaurant. Those are salt balls. So I'm not gonna put this on the same part as the other. I'm gonna put it like on its own side. Can you see? Right, because it's like church and state, but one little tin wasn't enough for this whole potato, and I'm gonna save the other tin because I'm gonna be on a semi-private plane tomorrow. I'll explain, you'll see. I'm trying not to flex. It's not a flex. I mean, it's a flex, but it's not a flex. And I'm gonna bring the tin caviar on there to be a not so basic bitch. She bangs. Let's go. Making news, this lip liner. I don't stop for lip liner. I don't stop at all for lip liner because I think it's all the same. And I just looked at my drawer. I'm like, look at this pretty color pink. Okay, look at this pretty color pink. I got excited by this. And then it's one of these. It's not like like you have to sharpen it. And it comes on so creamy. That feels like it's a lipstick. Wait, I love this. Putting like a twapa. Oh my God. Yes, immediately, yes. Go find the Essence lip liner that looks like it's that. Oh God, is that pretty? Wow. This is my new personality. Freaking out.
Valentine's Day dinner.
Angelo's. Wow, that's so cool. They're doing the raclette. Look at that big wheel of cheese. Unbelievable. So many of you are asking me to talk about Wendy Williams. So I will. So I've met Wendy a bunch of times. I've done her show. And I want to tell you this. Her show is a syndicated show, which is different than like a network show where you're just listening to sort of one boss. When you have a syndicated show, you have 1,000 bosses all across the country, every small market of stations, of TV stations. So it could be like in Iowa, in Alabama, I don't know. Everybody has an opinion. They're coming at you with like, oh, your top is too short, your skirt is too high, your lip gloss is too red, and it's a lot of pressure. And the big money is where the syndication is. Now, someone like Kelly Ripa is on a network show. I don't think that's syndicated. I don't know. But anyway, Kelly Ripa has like a great job, and that's like a safe and reasonable environment. Like she has like a great work-life balance. That's rare as a talk show host. Okay. I feel like Kelly Clarkson and Drew Barrymore are doing a good job. So is Jimmy Fallon, of keeping some version of sanity and a normal life. But let me tell you something, it's not a joke. So the Wendy Williams group that she was doing the talk show for, I have met with them and I know the space fairly well because I had a talk show and it was a syndicated talk show. So here's what goes on. Wendy, it worked for her to do the hot topics, to talk kind of to trash people every day. That was what was the most successful part about her show. And it was relentless. And it would be like, you wouldn't even really want to go on there because it's just like, what do we need this for? After she already trashed me, now they're asking us to come back. And you have to be really unhappy to kind of do that every day for years, that job, because everybody's pulling at you. Everyone's pulling at you for 1,000 things. When we come back, up next, 2 shows a day. Let's do the holiday segment. Let's show the Clorox check. Let's give away the giveaway. Let's give away the big check for the person who won the competition. And people are on you like a pit crew from 7 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. It's relentless. It's a nightmare. So you walk into that studio and there's several people with a clipboard, producers for the individual segments, the producer for the overall show, what went wrong. You have to send messages to individual station groups. It is pressure central. Ellen went through this too. And so it's impossible to be happy. And I only did it for 1 year. They've done it for so many years. And the reason they keep doing it for so many years is that every year that it succeeds, you make so much money. You could start off at $1 million a year. You could end up making $30 million a year. Rachel Ray, it took a toll on her. It definitely took a toll on Wendy. I mean, it takes a toll on everyone. It's like you're kind of doing that just because it's so much money if you are successful at it. If you can do it for a couple of years, that's when you start making real money. It could be like $5-10 million. But at what price? Because it's a nightmare. And I believe that something like that could drive someone crazy who's already, going through something. And what my understanding was from going to that show was that her husband was controlling. He was sitting in the back, but he was pulling all the strings, and he was a lot of pressure. And I think there were a lot of substance issues, and it's just a pressure cooker. And so what has happened to Wendy Williams is not a massive surprise to me as someone who experienced that for 1 year, but for another summer working with Ellen and doing it in LA for a year or two on the road show when you're trying to sell it. Just I got an understanding of it, and I know most of the parties involved. It's a nightmare. Handbag University Night School. Honey, I Shrunk the Pajamas. Okay, now, first thing is Amazon. Now this is confusing. This is supposedly knocking off a bag by Balenciaga that's so much bigger that I'll go show you the original. You ready? Hold on. God, teaching is exhausting. So this is gigantic, and this has nothing to do with this. This doesn't even look like this one's neighbor, but it's sort of like knocking. Oh, fucking hot. Hold on. I mean, I got to start doing cardio because going down the hall to get a bag is a problem. All right. This isn't even like the other one. I can't breathe. But I like it. It's definitely not real leather. This is unhinged at best. Oh, there you are. It's definitely not real leather. It's a rag, but I kind of like it. It was probably like $40. Maybe it's $100. I don't know. I got to tell you. I kind of like it. I want to get rid of it, but it's just sort of like, what do you think? It's got like a little key ring. I don't know what it means. I think it's kind of interesting. You guys have to decide. This is like a self-taught class. This is like, you guys have been in this class long enough that you'll know what we should do. There's something interesting about it, right? God, it was exhausting. Final answer, I'm keeping it. I can't. What am I going to do? Leave you guys like with an unfulfilled assignment? You're coming home with me.